Let's attempt this. Question 1 is algebra. Question 1 is algebra. So let me show you the structure of the question paper before we even start. So question 1 is algebra. Question 2 is algebra. Question 3 is still algebra. Question 1 is the number system. And then question 4 is the functions. Question 5 is also the functions. Let's start with 1.1.1. Let me try and zoom in. 1.1.1. They say between which two consecutive integers lies minus square root of 69. What I do is I punch a calculator and I punch the number minus square root 69. What do I get? Let's see. So minus square root of 69. In decimal, I get minus 8,3 and some bunch of numbers. Now, I know that the integer that I'm supposed to get is between minus 8 and the next term, which is minus 9. Let's take, I punch the calculator and I get maybe 6.3. My integers will be between 6 and the next number, which is 7. So I punched my calculator and I got minus 8,3 and a bunch of numbers. So I know my integers has to be between minus 8 and minus 9. Remember, minus 9 is smaller than minus 8. But I need to write something here. 9 square. What is 9 square? Is 81. 9 square, or should I say minus 9 square, is minus 81. So I'll write square root of 81 here because that's how I got the minus 9. I also do the same for minus 8. Minus 8 square, use your calculator, is minus 64. So we're going to write minus square root of 64. So our step is from, they'll mark this and they'll mark this. Let's go to 1.2. Show that 0,9 is equals to 1. Every time you get 0,9 and a dot, this means recurring. It means supposed to be 9,999, but we're not going to write that. If there's one number after the comma, we call that the tenth. The tenth. We'll represent it by x. We call it the tenth. We call it the tenth. And the first number is just x. So let's just write x is 0,9. So we have the tenth, which is 9,9. So if the number was 9 recurring, 8 recurring, this is the hundredth because there are two numbers after the comma. So instead of using 10, we're going to use 100. We'll get to that later. So now this 2 is 10 minus x, we get 9x. This 2, we get 9. Solving for x there will give us 1. That's our answer. Let's go straight to question 2. Question 2, 2.1. Let's factorize 2.1. Now, let's group them. Let's see if between 3x squared plus 9x, let's see if I can find the common factor. The common factor is x because it appears both sides. Also 3 can divide here and there. So 3 is a common factor. I put it out. Cancel those. We are left with x here. Cancel those. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now another group is minus 2x, y minus 6y. Do we have the common factor here? Of course we do. It's y and y. And also 2 and 2, not just 2 but minus. So minus 2y, we put it outside. These two cancel. These two cancel. We are left with x. These two cancel. Minus 6 divided by minus 2 is a positive 3. Positive 3. Now you'll notice that we have x plus 3 and x plus 3. Let's marry them off. Let's find them a room and they become 1. These two, let's set a blind date and find them a room. 3x minus 2y. That's our answer. Let's go to 2.2. 2.2, we have m squared minus 64. We have this. We call this the difference of two squares. What do I mean? So we'll open our bracket twice. We have m here and m there, which give us m squared. That's how we got the m squared. The 64, just square root it, then we'll get two possibilities. Square root of 64. So every time we square root the number, we get two possibilities. A positive and a minus. So we write minus 8 here, plus 8 here. You just choose. You can choose to write plus 8 in the beginning or at the end. It's up to you. Divide by m minus 8 over m. What about m squared plus 8m? These are not different of 2 squared because of a plus. Different of 2 squares only have a minus. Minus some number and etc. But this one has a plus, so we just take out the common fact. How do we do that? M squared plus 8m. The common factor is m because it appears everywhere. It's the main character. We put it out, so m. Cancel those, we're left with 1m. Here, we're left with 8. I always say that division, this division, is the cousin of multiplication. So we have m minus 8, m plus 8, m plus 8. Multiplication, tip and times. So the m goes up, m minus 8 comes down. Don't ask me how. It's called tip and times. That's how we do it. Cancel this. This is the exciting part. We cancel this because they're the same. Seems like we have cancelled everything out. The final answer is not 0, it's 1. That's our answer. Let's go to 2.2.2. So we have 2. I have a habit of copying the question before I do it. N plus 1, 16n. What do we do? Now we find the common factor of 2. We don't have any, it's still 2. So we write 2n minus 1. What about 8? Now we punch a calculator, we say 8 is equals to shift, fact, then we'll get 2 to the power 3. Bracket it, n plus 1. 16, we also find the factor, we'll punch 16 in the calculator, is equals to shift and fact. There's a fact button on your calculator. 2 to the power 4. Raise n. Now we simplify 2, n minus 1. Now this 2 is 3n. And that's plus 3. So 2 to the power 4n. These two, 4n. Now let me create some space there. Space. Now we have 2, n minus 1. So there's no need to write the 2 again. We'll just take the exponent. Let's take the exponent, so it will be plus 3n plus 3. What about this 4? It goes up. It changes the sign, minus 4n. So now 2, let's simplify the like terms. We have n, we have 3n, we have 4n, we have minus 1, we have plus 3. Now all these n's give us 0. These two give us, let's see, minus 1 plus 3 is plus 2. The answer is 4. That's our final answer. The answer is 4. Let's continue the next part, question 3, on the next video.